I'm here with Tom Donohue. He is the president of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, representing more than 3 million American businesses across this country. Thanks for having us here today.
Oh, glad to have you.
So top of mind is the president threatening to shut down the U.S.-Mexican border. You guys have advised strongly against this. What would the economic fallout look like?
Well, first of all, you have to wonder, because it hasn't been specific, what would be shut down for what purposes? Surely we don't want to shut down the people that come to the United States every day to work here, cross the border that we need. We don't want to shut down the trade that allows us to make automobiles and related products between the two countries. We don't want to shut down the movement of tourists. But the president has a legitimate concern about these migrations of people, and what are we going to do with those going forward? Because we've sort of the house is full.
Have you called the president to talk about some of the economic implications of all this?
I think we have conveyed to the president some of the issues he should be thinking about. You know, I've observed for a real long time that this administration, you know, sets a point, then deals with it, and then moderates the way reality demands to get what they need and not to create a larger problem, generally.
So you think this is just a sort of negotiating ploy?
No, I think it's really to try and call more attention to the problem of these migrations. I think it probably won't hurt in trying to use some other of the monies in our coffers to work on walls and things like that, although you're still going to have those problems to deal with. But my view is that the president and the administration in particular have to, whatever they decide to do, they just have to do it without screwing up the economy.
Same with trade. And I know you've been somewhat supportive of the idea that the president is trying to negotiate a deal with China to make it more competitive for American businesses to do business there. Are you optimistic that it's going to happen?
Yes.
Why?
I think there's three reasons. First of all, we both need those trading and geopolitical relationships. They're essential to both of our countries. Second, it's not only a major problem for us, the way the Chinese have behaved in terms of intellectual property and the demand to come forth with your technology and joint ventures, and keeping American companies out of many of the industry opportunities. So it was important to sort of move aggressively on that regard, and we all had to stand up and do that. But also, we have to look at it. They're the second largest economy in the globe. They are a geopolitical partner, much better than being a geopolitical adversary, and we need to pay attention to this and come up with good solutions. I am not, in all of the trade issues, enamored with tariffs because, as you know, they're all paid for by American companies. You buy $1 million worth of steel somewhere that has a tariff on it, you send a check for $250,000 to the U.S. government.
Right, despite the fact that the president says that everybody else pays for them.
I'm not commenting on that. I'm just commenting on the fact that that's what it is. And there is a very short time role for them, perhaps. But the point is, as we get this, as the president has described, the new NAFTA agreement as a very good one, we've got to get it through the Congress, and we'll get there. But at the same time, he and the administration have said, and when that happens, we'll get rid of the tariffs. So this is a sort of a positive message. If we finish that and get rid of those tariffs, it'll be a measure to everybody else that we want to do business with, that, you know, if we tell you we're going to do that, then we'll do it.
Overall level of confidence right now among your members, it soared after the election into the tax cuts. But A lot of business confidence measures have rolled over and cooled down. Is that what you're seeing right now?
Oh, yes, but we have had that for the history of American business, you know, that business is all about making decisions in uncertain times. Business is all about investing when others might not. Business is all about risk. And if that's the case, don't expect surveys of American business. They'll say, everything's great in my business. I'm just not too sure about the rest of the world. And that's a way of saying, I'm really feeling good about what we're doing, but I have somewhere to tell the board if things aren't going too well.
Tax cuts still working?
Tax cuts are working.
For American business.
For
We got
American
another weak durable goods report today. What's going on with investment?
What investment is always doing. People have, now right now they're sitting on their cash a little bit. They're worried about Brexit. They're worried about Venezuela. They're worried about the issues going on in the Mideast. They're worried about the United States. And while all those things are going on, there'll be a little pull down on investments. But after a while, you got too much cash laying around. You got to figure out the one place in the world you're going to put it. It's coming here.